Vengeance has never been so beautiful. Heavenly Sword. Rated T for teen. Only on PlayStation 3.
This Friday, get ready.
To get physical.
Good Luck Chuck. Rated R. In theaters Friday.
Fox Wednesday. Wow. The news hits the fan.
Last week I told a perfectly harmless PMS joke, and she threw a bottle at me. Whose point did she prove there, huh?
Back to You. Series premiere Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
From the streets of New Orleans comes a landmark new series. Anthony Anderson and Cole Hauser.
Put Tabasco in your hope.
Tabasco. I'm a black man. They use hot sauce.
K-Ville. Wow. The series premiere tomorrow at 9/8 Central on Fox.
You're watching Fox Sports, broadcasting in HD and presented by DirecTV.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Miami. Cowboys and Dolphins meeting for only the fourth time in South Florida. Cowboys have won the toss. Big game last Sunday night for their tight end, Jason Witten.
And that's got to be a concern for the Miami Dolphins because Jeremiah Bell out. Travaris Tillman gets the start. We'll see if Dallas can exploit that middle of the field.
Last week against Washington, Trent Green, 12 completions to his running backs. Cowboys would like to take away his checkdowns.
And another thing they're going to do, the Cowboys play a corners over defense. That means if you have two wide receivers to one side, they will walk both corners over there. They're going to try and sneak a tight end out to the backside, get Roy Williams one-on-one, try and take advantage of his skills in space.
Miles Austin on the left, Tyson Thompson back deep for the Cowboys. As Jay Feely gets things started in Miami. Opening kickoff taken out the goal line by the Irving, Texas native Tyson Thompson. And Thompson is brought down shy of the 20-yard line by Will Allen. So Tony Romo leads the Cowboys offense out, named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. There is a flag on the field. Terry McCauley.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team, number 56. Correction. Kicking team, number 56. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's Derek Pope, Texas native, backup linebacker for the Dolphins.
Just a bad play. I mean, you get the return team inside the 20-yard line, and there's a stat in the NFL where they have a percentage of scoring drives from certain spots on the field. The difference between inside the 20 and beyond the 30 is a big difference in percentages. So a bad play by Derek Pope to start the game.
So instead of starting at their own 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys from the 33. As Romo hands it off on first down, Julius Jones up the middle, takes it up to the 39-yard line. Gain of 6.
This will be interesting to see what Dallas does because last week against the Redskins, Washington would go to 3 wide receiver sets, get Keith Traylor off the field because of the passing percentages in that formation, and then run the ball. They were able to take advantage of that. Now, Miami has made some corrections. Joey Porter will be in that personnel group. We'll see if they did something to keep Keith Traylor on the field in those situations.
3 wide receivers set here, Darryl, with Terrell Owens in the slot. Romo rolling right on 2nd and 4. Pass is intended for Owens, broken up. So a 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Tony Romo, good presence in the pocket. You see just a little stop right there to get away from Joey Porter. Channing Crowder coming back in good position. He gets his head turned around to pick up that ball. He might have an interception.
Just keep an eye on Jason Taylor. Earlier in the warm-ups, he had a little bit of a problem. Saw a banner hanging on down here. Went over to the banner and ripped it right off, Moose. But this guy is definitely getting ready to play today.
Three wide receivers. Cowboys have to get to the 43 for a first down, and they cannot as that pass deflects off the hands of Owens.
Tony talked about Jason Taylor. When you play the Miami Dolphins, you need to have a plan for him. He can take over a game. They've got Jason Witten on that side. He's going one-on-one, but guess what? There's Flozell Adams backing him up. You can't let Jason Taylor get started early in the game. You've got to account for him in passing situations.
Also, Terrell Owens did not catch a pass in the first half last week. They went to him twice on that opening series. Matt McBriar punting from his own 30. Ted Ginn Jr., the rookie out of Ohio State. Down the sideline, setting up good field position for the Dolphins.
A little bit of the Devin Hester effect when you take Ted Ginn Jr. that early in the draft. Obviously, you're bringing him in as a wide receiver, but his abilities as a return guy probably popped him into the top 10 of the draft.
A 22-yard return by Ginn, so Trent Green and the Dolphins start from their own 37.
Well, they could not take advantage of good field position last week against the Redskins. We'll see what they can do here on their opening drive.
Dolphins losing in overtime, 16-13. The give to Ronnie Brown, the third-year back out of Auburn, and he fights his way across the 40.
Ronnie Brown may have had the light bulb go on this week. I think he's starting to realize the opportunity he has in this offense. It is an offense that I think a lot of people focus on the quarterback and the passing game. It's from Air Coryell. Norv Turner has run it. Obviously Cam Cameron here, Mike Martz are all running variations of this system. But the one part you forget about is that running back. There have been some great running backs that have played in this system.
Cam Cameron told us our backfield is a work in progress. Second down and 7, the toss to Brown. And Brown is bottled up, forced back by Brady James.
You know, if you take a look at this play, you got Samson Satella, the center right here. Now he pulls, he's got to go and get on that guy. Get roll it, guys. Here he is in the middle. As he pulls, he's got to turn up and get on that linebacker. If he gets him, they'd still be running. That's a rookie mistake. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that center there, guys.
Well, that's an area that defensive coordinator Brian Stewart felt that they could exploit, even with Jay Ratliff, only his second career start. Very athletic over the center.
Satella, a rookie second-round draft pick out of Hawaii. Movement prior to the snap. Free play for the Dolphins, and the catch is made for a first down in Cowboys territory by Derek Hagan.
Come right back, and he makes a great play when he see one of those defensive guys jump off sides.
Defense, number 99. Penalties decline. First down.
You know, a rookie comes right back. Samson Satella, snap the ball. When those defensive guys jump off sides, snap the ball, get yourself a free play.
Good hard count by Trent Green. You can hear it on the audio. That's what got Chris Canny to move.
And a 12-yard completion from Green to Hagan, who caught 21 passes last year as a rookie out of Arizona State. First and 10 from the Dallas 47. Off the play fake. Green steps up. Could not find anyone downfield. Able to gain 6 yards before he was tackled by the rookie out of Purdue, Anthony Spencer.
Yeah, we've talked about the pressure. You've got to give both sides. You've got to have people on both sides. Right now, DeMarcus Ware, Anthony Spencer. They're going to go one-on-one with Anthony Spencer. Look at what they do to DeMarcus Ware. He's got a tackle out. Reagan Mawia, the fullback, is going to chip him. Very similar to what we saw with Jason Taylor. You're going to have to account for DeMarcus Ware. Anthony Spencer has to step up and start generating pressure.
Spencer starting for the injured Greg Ellis on 2nd and 5. Brown inside the 40. Cowboys, as you alluded to in the open, Darryl, missing 3 starters on defense, including Jason Ferguson, who was out for the season. Terrence Newman, Greg Ellis also out.
Well, Wade Phillips talked when he came to Dallas about building this defense. There were 3 key components: getting pressure on the quarterback with your outside linebackers. Greg Ellis is out. They're down to one of their preseason starters there. Having a cornerback that they could trust. Terrence Newman's out. And then having a nose guard who could control the line of scrimmage. Jason Ferguson goes out in the opener.
Three wide receivers set. Third down and 2. High snap. Inside handoff. Jesse Chapman. And Chapman, who injured his knee last week, was questionable for today's game.
Reverse coming with Derek Hagan right there. You get everybody to look. What a great job by Trent Green fielding that high snap and being able to get a good handoff to Jesse Chapman. Look at that. One hands it, doesn't disrupt the timing. Jesse Chapman, good job staying in there, not panicking.
And he picked up the first down with a gain of 11. Ronnie Brown checks back in. Here's Brown, cuts to the outside, and is able to pick up 2. Again, Brady James on the tackle for the Cowboys.
Well, Ronnie Brown, I think he learned as the OTAs and everything was progressing towards the start of training camp that he was going to need to do some work if he was going to be the guy in this offense. He came in over 250 pounds. You can't be that big in this offense. They asked the running back to do a lot of different things. He got the message. He dropped over 25 pounds. He's back down to the weight that you can be very productive in this offense as the featured back.
Off the play fake on 2nd and 8. Green underneath to Brown. And Ronnie Brown is able to pick up the first down and more all the way to the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Well, Kenny, you talked about it when we started that they're going to hug up on these checkdowns to try and rattle Trent Green. He likes to get to his checkdown. I want you to follow Ronnie Brown, number 23, on the play-action fake. He's going to go in. Watch him get hugged up by Brady James. He steps up. He's right there. But guess what? It doesn't do any good if you don't make the tackle.
Brown and Chapman both caught 6 passes out of the backfield last week in Washington. The toss to Brown on first down. And Brown able to dive ahead for 1 before he was met by the right corner, Anthony Henry. Look at tight end Justin Peel, who scored a touchdown last week in the loss to the Redskins. Chris Chambers in motion. 2nd and 10. The end around to Chambers. Cowboys were not fooled.
Well, you showed that similar action earlier on that inside handoff to Jesse Chapman, so you knew it was coming at some point during the game, but Roy Williams does a great job of staying at home. He's not chasing anything. There's no reason to chase. You can see him. He's reading the offensive line. He sees the tackle step out. He's got a fullback coming his way, so he gets across the line of scrimmage immediately.
A loss of 4 yards on the play. Third down and 14. Dolphins have to get to the 4 for first down. Green from the shotgun, has time, was under pressure, threw it away.
Kevin Burnett had an outstanding preseason, and he was a little nicked up coming into that opener last week. That's where your pressure came from, number 57, Kevin Burnett. So with him back healthy, that's a big upgrade for Dallas. That helps them out. They've got some really key injuries on that defensive side. Good to get Kevin Burnett back in the starting lineup.
So now a 36-yard field goal attempt. Jay Feely spent the last 2 years with the New York Giants. And Feely gives the Dolphins a 3-0 lead.
Check this out. With this controller, your character will mimic your exact motions. See?
Sweet.
Now throw me a pitch, just like we're outside.
Wanna get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet Specials, you can fly to 64 destinations nationwide for just $49 to $109. Purchased by September 24th.
You are now free to move about the country.
Ford F-150 is equipped with vented disc brakes, standard on all 4 wheels. They're vented so they stay cooler, perform better, and maximize stopping power. So even though you'll probably never have to haul a 30,000-pound aircraft, at least you know you can stop one.
Think about it, Frank. Hold on. I'm a salesman. I work in Virginia, but I do business in Colorado.
The bucket's jammed.
It's a hydraulic issue.
Sacramento.
Roger that, 7-9er. Roger that, 7-9er.
Fly me in a little lower.
Request permission for lower altitude recon.
Flagstaff.
This is not the democracy, people.
In San Antonio. So I need a network that works where I live. A place called Virgicalamento Flag Antonio. Frank, I'm back.
The new AT&T works in more places like Virgicalamento Flag Antonio.
When Gordon Ramsay transforms America's worst restaurants, it's more than these chefs can take.
You're fake. You're a fake.
Kitchen Nightmares. Series premiere Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on Fox. Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. With Southwest Airlines' convenient nonstop flights, it's like having your own company plane.
Welcome back. An early 3-0 lead for the Miami Dolphins. 12-play, 44-yard drive. Jay Feely kicks it off. Taken 4 yards deep, and Miles Austin takes a knee in the end zone. So Tony Romo and the Cowboys back on offense after these messages.
Step up to a beer brewed longer. Step up to exceptional taste that's never filling. $99 calories, 0 grams of fat. Budweiser Select. Step it up.
The Ford F-150 has massive lower front control arms and rear shock absorbers mounted outside the frame rails, giving it the highest available payload in its class. And giving you unbelievable handling and control. Now that's forward thinking.
You have too much kick. Learn to control it. Again. Still too much kick. Little kick. You are ready.
A new spicy chicken crisp. Just the right amount of kick. $1 on the BK value menu.
Ryan Seacrest hosts TV's biggest night. And the Emmy goes to the 59th Primetime Emmy Awards, live starting with a red carpet pre-show at 7, 6 Central tonight on Fox.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Budweiser Select. Exceptional taste, never filling. Step up to Select.
Darryl, a look at the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, you know, the good thing about him, he doesn't pull any punches. You know, he knew what happened last week at Washington. He didn't try and hide anything. He said, you know what? We didn't make any plays. We took stupid penalties. We didn't do anything to win that game. He doesn't sugarcoat anything.
First and 10 for the Cowboys from their own 20 as Romo dumps it off underneath to Julius Jones. And Jones is able to pick up a first down, tiptoeing down the sidelines and finally tackled at the 44-yard line after a 24-yard gain.
Nice job by Julius Jones, making some people miss out in space. Man, that should not have been such a big play. Tony Romo's going to extend it a little bit, steps up in the pocket, finds his check down, but watch this by Julius Jones. This is all Julius after that point. 3 Dolphins with a clean bead on him. He gets by all 3 of them.
Tackling hasn't been the best on both sides of the ball for these defenses.
From the 44 on first down, it's Jones again, and this time nothing. Well, Tony alluded earlier to what took place prior to the game when Jason Taylor saw a Cowboys banner in his home stadium.
Oh, this is Jason Taylor's house. I mean, this is the Miami Dolphins' house. You want to see that hanging up in your house?
Tried to talk to those people. They weren't too happy with Jason, but Jason said, listen, if we're playing in your place, I wouldn't expect anybody putting our banners up. This is my house. Set it straight.
You help put it back up, Tony?
Nah, I tried to calm him down a little bit, though.
Penalty marker as the pass was intended for Terrell Owens, and Tony Romo took a hit.
Offside defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty, second down.
He got there quick. Tony Romo, I don't know if he slipped on that throw or always got a smile on his face when he's out there, though. He's looking inside, trying to time that snap. Whatever key he had wasn't quite right, Tony.
Now, a lot of things going on down there. Jason's trying to rush the passer, keep everything inside. This guy is so hungry to make a play, I'll tell you. He goes 100 miles an hour no matter what he does, though, Moose.
One thing to look for, he told us, Jason Taylor, that Tony Romo on film looks like he gets careless with the ball at times. He said you can get fumbles from Romo. Romo into Dolphins territory, hung on to the football, and was brought down at the 49-yard line.
Well, you got a little bit of an example of that right there, what you were talking about, Kenny. When he has to pull the ball down, he doesn't do a real good job of securing it, and sometimes that ball is out loose, and I think that's one of the reasons Jason Garrett is working with him to stay in the pocket. Watch when he decides. Look at how loose that is. I mean, just one defensive hand on that arm, that ball is going to come down on the ground. If he's going to continue to move and utilize his unique playmaking skills when a play breaks down, he's going to have to learn to secure that ball a little bit better.
Third down and 4. Cowboys have to get to the 46. Romo complete. First catch of the day for Owens, and he is brought down on the infield dirt in between first and second base at the 37-yard line of the Miami Dolphins.
I can't tell you how much I hated playing on a combination baseball-football field. That is not dirt. That is like tan-colored cement.
I'll tell you what, one thing you don't want to do is dive on that stuff. You'll leave part of your skin on that surface. It's rough. There's like little stones in it, and it's tough to even get off and cut. We saw T.O. slide a little bit on that. There's not a lot of traction. Kickers have a tough time with it. Everybody has a tough time running on that midfield.
From the 37, the end around to Owens. And Owens able to gain 5, maybe 6. Brought down by Zach Thomas inside the Miami 32.
You're not going to fool Zach Thomas either. We saw a reverse earlier when you couldn't fool Roy Williams. Keep an eye on Zach Thomas right there. Look at him find his way through that. Great angles. I mean, he doesn't get caught up in the wash. That was a lot of bodies to get through. And just knowing your pursuit angles to enable you to make a play on the outside.
On second and 5, this is Jones. And Julius Jones has a Cowboys first down.
You know, the thing that I like most about Dallas last week against the Giants is when they gave away that big lead and it got to 38-35 late in the game, they responded very well. And they're doing the same thing here on their second opportunity this afternoon. They give Miami decent field position to start. They take the ball down, get a field goal. They did not have a very impressive opening series, but they come right back and they answer that call.
Series started with the 24-yard run by Jones. From the Dolphins 25, Romo's pass is broken up and then nearly intercepted. Joey Porter got a piece of it.
There's some very unique athletes on the field today. Jason Witten, one of your more athletic tight ends in the NFL. Joey Porter, you think you'd be able to get by him in a one-on-one situation with a pass. But I think you'd think of Joey Porter as a pass rush guy, but boy, he showed some good skills right there to be able to pivot back in on that move by Jason Witten and get a deflection.
And then it was nearly intercepted by Keith Traylor. Marion Barber in the backfield. Second and 10, first carry today for Barber. And Barber found a hole, able to take it down to the 20. His helmet goes flying. And there's a penalty flag as well.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 55, resting the helmet opening. Half of it goal. Automatic, first down.
You can be physical and you can be emotional, but you got to be smart. Joey Porter, I mean, this is the second one. We had Derek Pope on the opening kickoff. Now we've got Joey Porter losing his cool a little bit out there. Plays over, stop, forward progress is gone. There's no need to rip the helmet off.
You got to give a little shout out to Traylor, too. He did a nice job of whamming the whammer. Did a nice job of recognizing that little shuffle in the backfield. Boy, he came through and knocked that tight end loose.
You're right, Terrell. No reason for Joey Porter to do what he did. Barber. 4 yards down to the 6.
Nice job with Zach Thomas coming and filling that hole. I mean, Barber goes, keeps his feet moving and runs him over, but there was a beautiful hole right there. I mean, he plugged that thing like a pro. Nice job, Zach.
Marion Barber is a physical running back. He's not going to try and put a move on you. Zach Thomas has to know that on film. When he steps into that hole, he's not going to get a little wiggle. He's going to get a low shoulder.
Barber, a touchdown machine, 17 in his last 16 games. There's Owens, split to the left. Second and goal from the 6. The handoff to Barber. Gained a yard and then was forced back. Joey Porter in on the tackle once again.
No push, Tony. Nowhere for Marion Barber to go.
No, they did a nice job up front there. I mean, when you see them backs come and hit the line of scrimmage and they're shuffling their feet and they're not hitting it on the run, especially down here when you have 5 linemen right on the line of scrimmage, that's when you know it's going to be either a tackle for a loss or no gain at all. Exactly what we saw.
Third and goal for the Cowboys. Julius Jones has joined Marion Barber in the backfield. Split backs. Romo out of the shotgun. Romo on third and goal. Short pass caught by Barber, but right there to wrap him up, the quarterback, Will Allen, for a loss of 2 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough for Jason Garrett to kind of balance that playmaking ability that Tony Romo has, but also when it's time to just pull the ball down and make a play. Watch this. He's going to get kind of locked in to where he wants to go with this. But out this way, out to the other side, he had nobody there. And we saw him take one in last week against the Giants for a touchdown. I think he missed an opportunity to get another one right there.
The Ford F-150 is equipped with vented disc brakes, standard on all 4 wheels. They're vented so they stay cooler, perform better, and maximize stopping power. So even though you'll probably never have to haul a 30,000-pound aircraft, at least you know you can stop one.
With Verizon Wireless, Brett Hardy can send text, pics, and video messages unlimitedly. And during prom season, that's exactly what he did, sending proposals, photos, and proof of dance skills to everyone in the Tri-County area. Now Brett has options, but not nearly enough corsages. Because with the Verizon Wireless Premium plan, unlimited messaging, navigating, access to videos, and more are all included. Sign up today and buy the sleeker Razr 2. Verizon Wireless, it's the network.
In the NFL, the biggest games are decided by the smallest details. That's why Samsung imagined an LCD HD TV with 120 Hz, a true black screen, and twice the frames per second for exceptional motion clarity.
We got it. Challenging.
So you won't have to wait for further review to start the celebration. The decision is clear. Samsung, the official HD TV of the NFL.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by State Farm. Great service, great rates. Nobody takes care of you like State Farm. By the Ford F-150, built Ford tough. And by Verizon Wireless.
Back in Miami following the tackle on 3rd and goal. The Dolphins called timeout with 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter to make the rookie Nick Folk attempt this field goal from the infield dirt.
Not a consistent surface. Hard to get your plant down.
Folk knocks it through. So the Cowboys have tied the game at 3 late in the first quarter.
We went around swapping people's vehicles for 1 week.
I'm here to swap out my car today for something completely different, and I have no idea what it is.
We didn't tell them we were from Ford. We told them it was market research.
My name's Jennifer. I swapped my Toyota Camry for this Ford Fusion for the week.
We didn't tell them what to say.
That is a nice car.
This is really comfortable. Love the scenery.
Driving this truck, I'm amazed.
They said it themselves.
I got bad news for the Suburban.
Hey, we swapped their rides and their perceptions. Swap your ride. Visit a Ford dealer or go to FordChallenge.com.
Can I keep this?
The extreme power of Energizer Lithium, the world's longest lasting AA battery and high-tech devices. Energizer, keep going.
Tommy.
Marco?
Looking good.
I thank you.
Love the jacket.
Do you?
Yes.
$90.
What?
Ooh, nice shoes.
$50.
I'm proud of you.
Love the hair.
Oh yeah, my cousin does it. $20.
Very nice.
Nice tie.
Thanks for thinking my tie's nice.
What'd you spend on that?
$12.
Double cheeseburger, $1.
McDonald's melty, beefy double cheeseburger.
I'll give you $2.
3.
What, are you made of money?
Just one of the extravagant choices on the dollar menu. Are you a dollar millionaire?
It's a killer, Daniel.
Someone ought to bring him to justice.
The best Western since Unforgiven is also the #1 movie in America.
You ain't gonna make it.
Russell Crowe, Christian Bale, 3:10 to Yuma. Rated R. Now playing.
Cowboys have tied the game, a 12-play, 72-yard drive, culminating with the Nick Folk 26-yard field goal. And now Folk will kick off. Ted Ginn Jr. back deep for the Dolphins. Short kick. And it's taken at the 20-yard line.
He fair caught it.
A fair catch.
Come on. Have a little confidence.
That's Rob Ninkovich, backup defensive lineman out of Purdue.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Sleepless, long nights. That's what my youth was for. Oh, teenage hopes arrived at your door. Left you with nothing, but they want some more. Oh, you're changing your heart. You know who you are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rated T for Teen. Every second is crucial. Every shot is vital. And every frame, unforgettable. Just another day on the job when you're the stuntman. Stuntman Ignition, available now.
Okay, guys, check this out. Ran the numbers. It looks like if you insure your car and your home with us, this is how much money we're gonna save you.
That's what I'm talking about, baby!
Yeah!
Oh,
Yeah!
State Farm's got football fever.
It's a good rate.
You'll get it too. To see how your car and home can save you money, call an agent or visit statefarm.com.
I took an NFL player to school. Maybe you can too.
It's the NFL Take a Player to School sweepstakes. Enter at NFLrush.com.
I want to win.
For the latest NFL scores, stats, news, and fantasy football information, log on to foxsports.com and NFL.com.
Try and keep pace with that Cincinnati-Cleveland game.
Wow. At last check, 51-45. Browns over the Bengals. 3-3 here in Miami. Final play of the first quarter as Trent Green hands off to Ronnie Brown, who is hit behind the line of scrimmage. And that will do it for the first quarter in South Florida. Feely and Folk exchange field goals. Fox NFL Sunday continues after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.
This season, one man will preserve the liquid sanctity of game day. The commissioner of the More Taste League presides over a thirsty nation. With shapely officiators and a little tough beer love, this commish will be enforcing the standards of a one-beer league. Great taste, 96 calories, 3.2 grams of carbs. These are the yin and the yang, the oi and the vey,
the bada and the bing,
the chimmy and the chonga of True Light beer.
The commish is wise.
Bingo! Miller Lite, the official beer of the More Taste League.
Everybody up! We up!
Lay it on the line until the final whistle blows, and if you do that, we cannot lose.
We Are Marshall. Buy it Tuesday on DVD and high def.
You're watching Fox NFL Sunday.
Back at Big Hit Radio 630. Good morning. It's 6:30 a.m. on a beautiful day. Lots of sunshine.
630 ways to win the lottery tonight at 6:30.
Got your numbers? You never know when opportunity will knock. Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 from the Kentucky Lottery. Somebody's gonna win. Might as well be you.
Points from National City, the free banking rewards program that lets you earn points for paying bills online, using your debit card, or even writing checks. All the things you already do anyway. So points pile up fast and turn into great rewards. Why not get rewarded for what you're already doing? Points from National City. Sign up today.
It's the season premiere of the best night of drama on TV, Fox Tuesday. First, Bones is back on a new night with a premiere so surprising. Words can't describe it.
Us working together, very symbiotic.
What is it, the word of the day?
Bones. Then,
anybody here a doctor?
Medicine's most brilliant mind is back, and he's hiring.
We're a company.
House, the season premiere after Bones. Tuesday, September 25th on Fox.
91-degree afternoon in South Florida. Kenny Albert with Darryl Johnston. 3-3 the score. Your thoughts on the first quarter?
Kind of what we expected. It was hard to figure this game out, but Jason Taylor told us, he said, listen, he goes, a lot of the things we did wrong against Washington are correctable. They were just technique errors. So kind of seeing that he was exactly right.
Green going deep, and it is picked off. Anthony Henry comes up with the interception for the Cowboys. Pass was intended for Marty Booker.
Don't like the choice by Trent Green right there. He didn't have that. He didn't have one-on-one coverage on the outside. You've got safety help coming in late. Anthony Henry's in great position. Look at him get the head back. Now Marty Booker's got to become the defender, but Anthony Henry had such good position, there was nothing he could do to get inside to make a play on the ball. Saw Ken Hamlin coming in late, so I don't like that decision by Trent Green.
23rd career interception for Henry. And it gives the Cowboys a 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Romo on first down. Hits Marion Barber out of the backfield. Barber gains 8 as we check in with Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles.
Well, Kenny, Darryl Johnston was asking about that Browns-Bengals game. How's this? Derek Anderson. Braylon Edwards laying out for his second touchdown. Browns win it 51-45, 8th most combined points in NFL history in a game. Back to Darryl and Kenny.
Thanks, Kurt. Let's see. Charlie Fry started for the Browns last week. Do you think Anderson gets the start next week?
I think he's there. I think Brady Quinn's still on the sideline next week.
Barber, first down and more to the Dolphins 45.
More missed tackles, Tony. Down inside.
Yeah, they're not consistent at all. They got to wrap it up. These are the basics, Moose. You know, you come to camp, the first thing you learn is to go and wrap it up. From when you're in Pee Wee to you're in the pros. Go back to basics, wrap it up. There's a lot of hidden yardage out here today for both teams.
I tell you, the one thing you'll see when you watch film on Dallas is how physical Marion Barber runs, too. So I don't know what they're thinking, trying to just put a hit on him.
Barber remains in the game. First and 10 from the Dolphins 45.
First, charge timeout. Dallas, timeout.
Visa Payway. Now there are more places and more ways to pay. Faster. Life takes Visa.
Nissan engineers know the backbone of any truck is its frame. That's why the Nissan Titan's frame is fully boxed. Unlike competitors' C-frames that are prone to flexing, our box frame is the strongest truck frame we've ever built. Just one more reason, it's the Titan of trucks. The new 2008 full-size Nissan Titan. Now get up to $3,500 Nissan cashback or 1.9% APR financing.
Can't talk now.
He's got
busy. I can't get that. I'm in the zone over here. Hee-haw.
You know how FedEx helped us with all our shipping needs? Overnight, ground, even the heavy stuff. And with fast, reliable deliveries and flexible pickups, I don't think Scott's gotten used to not being so busy.
Work, busy bee!
Grow your business with customized shipping solutions from FedEx.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Visa. Go on, live life, and remember that no matter what it takes, life takes Visa. By Monster.com. Find the job that works for you at Monster.com. By Nissan, who invites you to shift the way you move through the world. And by Burger King, who reminds you to have it your way.
The last time out called by the Cowboys sideline with the play clock winding down.
And Tony Romo trying to call an audible with about just a little with the 4 seconds, I think Tony said he saw on the clock. So he's trying to figure out where the timeout came from.
Romo with more time now. First and 10 from the Dolphins 45. Marion Barber spins away from Jason Taylor and gains 4 down to the 41.
He gains 4, but should have lost 1. So there's some more of that hidden yardage that Tony's talking about. 5 yards. Instead of 2nd and 11, it's 2nd and 6.
That's unusual for a Jason Taylor not to go and have somebody wrapped up. I know Marion's running hard, but you got to stay up on your feet. You got to wrap him up, man. You can't let him go and get them hidden yardage.
Romo from the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Has time. He fires downfield. And it was bobbled, and then Witten unable to hang on.
I think everybody thinks about Zach Thomas as a run plugger in the middle of that defense, filling the holes. You heard Tony talk about him when Dallas was in the red zone stuffing a run. But you know what? He's pretty good in coverage, too. He's going up against one of the more athletic tight ends in the NFL, and Jason Witten. Look at the way he plays that. Keeps himself in great position, but Jason Witten almost makes a circus catch inside the 5.
Witten 6 receptions against the Giants last Sunday without a catch so far today. 3rd down and 6. Romo does a 360. Can't find anyone downfield. And now he takes off. He has a first down. Tony Romo takes it all the way down to the Miami 32.
Boy, he's shifty. I mean, he's got great feel in the pocket to know when it's breaking down, but he's got great vision when he gets out. I mean, just little subtle moves as he breaks out and tries to move. He stops, sets up again, feels pressure, spins out. Watch this one right here, though. Boy, did he make Ronaldo Hill look silly on that one, out in space.
Jason Taylor on the Dolphins sidelines, 1st and 10 from the Miami 32. Off the play fake to Barber. Romo looking for Patrick Creighton, and it is nearly intercepted, broken up by Will Allen.
Nice play by Patrick Creighton, though, because that ball was underthrown. He came back and made a play on it. He had him beat over the top. I think Patrick Creighton might have broke a finger on that when he was coming back to make a play. Tony, I think he's going to have one of those boutonniere pinkies to take with him after his career's over.
And a lot of them. There's one up in the booth right now on your hand, isn't there?
You got a nice one inside that glove. That's one of those ones where you go, don't take the glove off. Just kind of tape it up right now. I don't really need to see anything. You can take me in, we can take an x-ray of it, but I don't want to see it. Just keep the glove on and do what you got to do.
Miles Austin has replaced Creighton. Romo faked the toss. Pass is deflected and then nearly intercepted.
Ronaldo Hill makes a spectacular play to prevent an interception. But who is it getting up there? Oh, is that Matt Roth missed another one?
We talked about Zach Thomas. I mean, unbelievable play by Zach Thomas on Jason Witten.
He feels it, here. Gets a great break.
Oh, puts the helmet right on the ball. That makes the ball come out. I mean, so you can say what you want about Zach. He's small, but he is like a pit bull, man. He will bite you when you least expect it. That's a football player.
We've seen him all over the field in this first half. Third down and 10. Inside handoff, Julius Jones. Penalty marker. As the Dolphins have trouble bringing down Jones. He's close to the yellow line.
Holding offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty, third down.
Well, it's coming back. That's the right guard, the former Arizona Cardinal, Leonard Davis.
Oh, Jason Taylor got away with one right there because he should have had Julius Jones down short. He allowed him to get the yards for a first down. Leonard Davis there on the hole, taking him to the ground. Right, you see Jason Taylor trying to strip the ball out. You got to have the runner wrapped up, and the second guy comes in and tries to strip the ball. Jason tried to do it all himself. Julius Jones is able to spin off and get the yards for a first down. Lucky to have that holding call on Leonard Davis.
First Cowboys penalty of the game. Dolphins committed two big ones early. Third down and 18. Cowboys have to get to the 22 for a first. And they keep it on the ground with Jones, who slipped back at the 41-yard line.
You get into third and 18 situation, you're just trying to get some positive yards to give your field goal kicker a more makeable field goal. Trying to make something happen. Julius Jones slips, doesn't get any yardage right there, so Jason Garrett trying to get him in to get a shot at 3 points.
Instead, Matt McBriar will punt it away to Ted Ginn Jr., waiting back at the 10.
Dolphins aren't taking any chances. Got their defense on the field.
Good hang time. And a fair catch called for by Ginn back at the 9-yard line. Tied at 3 in Miami.
Only the Nissan Titan has a Utilitrack cargo system and the longest crew cab bed in its class. You choose the tie-down points, you choose the angle. Because Nissan thinks when you put something in your bed, it should stay there. The new 2008 full-size Nissan Titan, the Titan of trucks. Now get up to $3,500 Nissan cash back or 1.9% APR financing.
One university understands how you live today and where you want to go tomorrow. University of Phoenix, thinking ahead.
Wait! I want to come with you!
No, I'm a loner, an island. And I only fly solo. Except for my network. Because I like to check my emails and watch AC/DC videos and sometimes get GPS directions if I get lost.
Will I ever see you again?
I'll send you a picture message.
America's most reliable wireless network for calls is the network you should rely on for everything. Verizon Wireless. It's the network.
Tuesday on DVD. Grindhouse presents Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. Unrated and extended. Tarantino's most original movie since Pulp Fiction. Rent Death Proof Tuesday exclusively at Blockbuster or own the 2-disc special edition.
Early second quarter here in Miami. Cowboys and Dolphins are tied at 3. What do you think's going on, Darryl, in this conversation?
Well, obviously, he's probably lobbying to try and get that ball, but, Tony Romo's defense, I'm getting it to you. We're just not getting it done. And he showed a lot of patience last week against the Giants, and that's the great thing about this offense. They've got so many weapons that, if Terrell can continue to be patient, they'll get back to him eventually.
First catch of the game by Chris Chambers as the Dolphins start from their own 9-yard line. And Chambers takes it out to the 13, a gain of 4.
I guess it's kind of not surprising that we're in a low-scoring game right now because of the familiarity of the two head coaches here, both being out in San Diego. And, it's been interesting. There's more than just Wade Phillips and Cam Cameron that have relationships. It was interesting during the course of our weekend to hear how many ties in other areas there are into this game and how well each opponent knows the other.
On 2nd and 6, Green taken down inside the 2-yard line on the blitz from Brady James.
Came free. He just got completely turned loose. Nobody there to pick up Brady James at all. Here he's coming.
Samson Stadella, he's got to recognize first threat. Nice job coming up there on the line of scrimmage, but those offensive linemen have to stay on the same page. They can't go and leave a gap like that. Slide away from the center. You all got to slide in the same direction.
That was Ronnie Brown's assignment, but he timed it so well he couldn't get there. Samson Satella's got to come off and pick up Brady James. He's your primary threat, and then let Ronnie Brown adjust to where he was supposed to go.
3rd down and 15. As the Dolphins keep it on the ground. Chapman, and we send it to Los Angeles for a game break. Here's Kurt Menefee. Kurt?
Well, with that heat you're in Miami, we thought you'd like to enjoy the cool comfort of Ford Field. Detroit's Roy Williams with a touchdown, and the Lions are on the board first. Against the Vikings, it's 7-0. Back to hot, muggy Miami.
All right, thank you very much, Kurt.
It's easy to say when you're in L.A. in air conditioning, Kurt. It's nice. Sweating here.
Now the Cowboys without their top 2 punt returners. Terrence Newman is out. Patrick Creighton went in for x-rays, so Dallas sending Marion Barber back deep, but it doesn't matter as the punt by Brandon Fields lands out of bounds.
Yeah, and what a role that played in our game last week with Green Bay and Philadelphia. The inability to field a punt cost Philadelphia the game.
Think Tony's hot?
Oh, yeah.
In the NFL, the biggest games are decided by the smallest details. That's why Samsung imagined an LCD HD TV with 120 Hz, a true black screen, and twice the frames per second for exceptional motion clarity.
We got it. Challenge it.
So you won't have to wait for further review to start the celebration. The decision is clear. Samsung, the official HD TV of the NFL.
According to J.D. Power and Associates.
Better be careful out there the next couple weeks, you hear me?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you know.
2 sides. Sooner or later, either you're gonna be with us or you're gonna be with the dealers. One family.
All the places, you gotta come to my place.
I'm done with you! Joaquin Phoenix, Mark Wahlberg, on October 12th.
Get down! Get down!
2 brothers collide.
Baby, you could be killed.
Wait!
We own the
Night. Rated R. In theaters everywhere October 12th.
What are you working for? Is it the deal? Or maybe it's for something else. Whatever you work for, go to Monster today and find the job that works for you.
Cowboys defensive players trying to keep cool.
Oh, Tony, I wish we had that thing when we were playing. They hook that up to your shoulder pads. They can pump cool air in when it's hot or warm air in when it's cold.
Julius Jones in the backfield, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys from their own 40-yard line. This is Jones, and he was hit initially in the backfield by Vonnie Holliday. No gain on the play. Darrell, you talked about the connection between the two head coaches, Cam Cameron and Wade Phillips. They spent the last 3 years together as the coordinators under Marty Schottenheimer with the San Diego Chargers.
But yet we've got two teams that know each other very well. They're running the same offenses. They're running similar defenses. Dallas a straight 3-4, Miami a hybrid 4-3-3-4 defense. So a lot of things going on between these coaches and knowing each other, and that's probably why we're sitting here at 3-3 right now.
Romo on 2nd and 10. And the pass incomplete, intended for Julius Jones. So a 3rd and 10 coming up. Now the last time an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator each got head coaching jobs with different teams the next season and faced each other that year as head coaches, Mike Shanahan and Ray Rhodes. They worked under George Seifert with the 49ers in '94 and then faced each other as head coaches the next season in '95 with Denver and Philadelphia.
And let's not forget that Marty Schottenheimer also gone from that San Diego team. They lost the 3 big cheeses.
Romo directing traffic on 3rd and 10, looking for Owens, who makes the catch for a 1st down in Dolphins territory.
This guy can make some throws. Coming back. I mean, he's just in the pocket, kind of directing traffic a little bit, but the throw, I mean, Terrell Owens is covered pretty well. But watch this. Watch him just drop this one in. Terrell Owens coming all the way across formation. Ronaldo Hill does a good job. He's in good position, and he just dumps it right over the top. Again, not being able to get your head turned around and pick up that ball.
So instead of a 1st down in Dolphins territory, it's a 3rd and 15. Cowboys have to get to midfield for a 1st down. Romo fires. Owens hangs on. A 1st down at the Miami 37 and a late flag.
Well, he threw the ball, so he's going to lose. He's going to get 5 back.
He spun the ball.
After the play, delay of game, offense number 81, throwing the ball away. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
So a gain of 28, and then they lose 5 on the penalty.
You know, we've seen some silly things all day. We're seeing some missed tackles. We're seeing some guys lose their temper. I mean, this was a new rule this year, a huge point of emphasis. I mean, everybody knows that, yeah, I mean, you're happy. You made a great catch. You took a big hit. But, you know, you can't do that.
From the Dolphins 42, Julius Jones. Jones gaining 2. Brought down by Zach Thomas. So a 2nd and 8 coming up. A look at the defensive signals being sent in from the Dolphins sideline.
I'm not going there.
Second down and 8. Romo over the middle. And the catch is made by the backup tight end, second-year man out of Notre Dame, Anthony Fasano. A gain of 12 as the Cowboys move the chains.
We've seen a couple examples on this drive of Tony Romo staying in the pocket. You can tell that he's feeling a little bit of pressure as he's moving his feet, but he's not giving up on the play. He's trusting the protection in front of him. You know, last year at times he'd feel that pressure and he'd all of a sudden try and escape and break contain. Sometimes he'd create some things, sometimes he'd put the ball on the ground or make a bad throw and have it intercepted.
Julius Jones wrapped up by Channing Crowder after a short gain. And, you know, sometimes we forget Tony Romo today is making only his 12th NFL start.
He's the anti-Rex Grossman, you know. Usually that was Chicago's old excuse. Well, no, let's not forget now, Rex has been in the league for a while, but he hasn't really played an entire season yet. So Tony Romo, kind of the anti-Grossman in the league. Yeah, he hasn't started a full season yet, but he's playing very well.
Cowboys with the edge in time of possession. 2nd and 10 from the Dolphins 28. Play action. Romo throws and it's caught at the 15-yard line by Jason Witten for a gain of 13. Another Dallas first down.
The Miami Dolphins defensive line is really not doing a good job. Watch the 4 down guys. They need to go and stay on the pass rush. Tony Romo is just sitting back there. They got to convert and keep the pass rush coming. You can't let him sit back there and feel comfortable in the pocket.
We talked about the weapons they have on the Cowboy offense, and it's not just dumping the ball off, too. I mean, they're able to get chunks of yards with a number of guys. And what were they sitting back at a 3rd and 16 just a few plays ago?
Romo complete. Sam Hurd, who scored a touchdown in the game against the Giants last Sunday. Patrick Creighton has not yet returned, so Hurd able to make the catch down at the Miami 7.
Makes a big play to seal the game last Sunday night. Your Terry Glenn has had knee surgery, so Patrick Creighton goes from 3 to 2. Now he breaks a finger. He's out of the lineup. Sam Hurd steps in to assume that role. They're just rolling guys in and out, especially at the wide receiver position in this offense.
Miles Austin in at wide receiver, replacing Terrell Owens. Austin split to the left, Hurd to the right.
Well, you saw the big guys coming off the field on that situation. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a little bit of a plan by Jason Garrett. You get down inside the red zone, longer distance for those defensive linemen to run.
With 175 horsepower and 32 miles per gallon, cars won't be the only thing you pass. The Nissan Altima, ranked #1 in owner satisfaction for fuel efficiency and performance.
At Michelin, our tires are rigorously tested. They're laser checked, X-rayed for structural integrity, and finally, no tire leaves the factory without a thorough hand inspection. Michelin, a better way forward.
Beginning tomorrow, if you're looking for thrills, don't miss the new Fox Monday. First, Michael Schofield risked everything to set his brother free. Now,
man breaks brother out, flees to Panama.
The tables have turned.
I'm getting you out of here, man.
The event you've been waiting for.
You want to bet against me?
The season premiere of Prison Break. Then, from the streets of New Orleans.
Why would a guy want to be a cop down here? He got to be half a nut job.
Hey, man. Call me nut job.
Comes a landmark new series.
Here's to a long partnership. Don't let me get shot.
K-Ville series premiere after Prison Break. Viewer discretion advised. The new fall season starts tomorrow on Fox.
It is hot, it is humid here in Miami, and the Dolphins defense has been on the field for much of this second quarter.
Yeah, and that's completely different. People will say, well, why aren't the offense tired then? You know, they're out there the same amount of time. Offensively, you know, the play goes the other way. You don't have to chase, but as a defensive player, you have to get to the ball every snap. You're working against somebody pushing back on you, so when you're rushing the passer, it exerts a tremendous amount of injury. So defensive players get stuck on the field much more difficult.
On 2nd and 2, the pass is short, intended for Marion Barber.
I don't know. They called that an incomplete pass. I thought it was a heads-up play by Marion Barber. I thought that throw was backwards.
Terrell Owens back in the game.
Yeah, you know, that looked like a backwards pass to me, but they'll get it. I don't know. When we got 3rd and 2 right now, that'll probably make it about 3rd and 5. So Cam Cameron thinking it's good enough to take the risk. It sure looked like it was going backwards to me.
There's no challenge on the play. Forward backward pass is not reviewable in this situation.
Well, I wish I had an answer for you folks on that one, because definitely, as you saw the highlight, that was a backward pass. And the difference between 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 5, Tony, you got a little bit more open playbook with 3rd and 2.
I'll tell you, man, it helps you out a lot as defensive lineman. Now you don't have to really go too low and worry about that short yardage. You stay up. I've seen a lot of missed tackles. Oh, that could be the difference between a first down and holding them.
Well, we're still talking about it on the field.
Now we have the list of reviewable plays up here in the booth, and a forward or backward pass thrown from behind the line of scrimmage is reviewable.
I don't know why they said it was non-reviewable. In that situation, I don't know what the situation was. Going to be on top of it, Kenny.
Well, Cameron tried to challenge, but was told he could not. So it's a 3rd down and 2 from the Dolphins.
There you go. Flozell will make it happen for you. Flozell will make it 3rd and 7.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It wasn't like it was real loud down here on the field, so that was definitely just something that Flozell saw. It had nothing to do with the crowd noise.
He struggled with that throughout his career. He'll get a bunch of them called on him during the course of the season.
The worst thing, Moose, must be when you got to go back to the huddle and look at everybody. You know, sitting in that huddle, having to see you after somebody goes offside, just be like,
what's that supposed to mean? What do you mean, see me?
Well, you know, it may happen when you were there, too.
Never happened to you, Tony?
Never. As far as you know.
3rd down and 7. Romo to Owens. And T.O. picks up the first down. He was lunging towards the goal line, but does pick up the first, so the Cowboys will have a 1st and goal.
I think that Terrell's very excited about his role in the offense this year, because as they move him throughout the formation, it's a very user-friendly system. So you can take advantage of that and allow him to be in a lot of different spots on the field. And you can start to script plays. You saw that one come right over the top of the quarterback in the center of the field and pivot out. When they've got him on the move and they're doing things, they're trying to get him the ball.
Owens split to the left. 11th play of the drive for the Cowboys. Marion Barber takes it down to the 1.
You know, when you come out on the line of scrimmage as a defensive lineman and you see them splits really tight, you know that it's going to be a run. Everybody on their toes coming off. You got to stay low. The Dolphins did do that. That's why they didn't get in.
Hey, Tony, how about what Jason Taylor said? Because Dallas's offensive linemen are so big, they can't hide the run pass. You can get some good keys on them because it's too hard for those guys because of their size.
Yeah, it is. When they're big and nice and tall and got that lumber there, it's easy to pick off run or pass.
We have hit the 2-minute warning here in Miami. 2nd and goal from the 1 when we return.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Got it. Call you right back. I'm a reporter. I'm based in Washington, D.C., but I cover stories in Beirut, Lebanon. Also, I work in Moscow. I'll be right back.
Suspect has proceeded backwards down the off-ramp in reverse.
Los Angeles, California.
Request backup. Request backup.
Roswell, New Mexico. So I need a network that works where I live. A place called Wabanon, Los Angeles.
The new AT&T works in more places like Wabanon, Los Angeles.
Hey, you got some stuff.
It's not stuff, Meredith. It's an Oreo dessert pizza mustache.
Yeah, you get it whenever you eat Domino's new Oreo dessert pizza. Mine's just not as full.
Give it time, Kevin. It'll fill out.
You really think so?
I think so. I know so.
Domino's new warm and chocolatey Oreo dessert pizza. Just $3.99 with any purchase. Call or order online.
10 prisoners fight to stay alive. One
game on
will win. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Vinnie Jones, The Condemned, coming to DVD and Blu-ray disc this Tuesday.
We have been testing the Chic Quattro Titanium to see if it really is of the hissing. 3, 2, 1.
With 4 advanced blades, Quattro Titanium stays sharp to give you a close, smooth shave with less irritation.
Chic Quattro Titanium.
FedEx presents the Air and Ground NFL Players of Week 1. The Cowboys' Tony Romo threw for 345 yards and 4 touchdowns, and also ran for a score in an opening day win over the Giants. Tennessee's Chris Brown ran for a career-high 175 yards on 19 carries, leading the Titans to a win in Jacksonville. Vote for the FedEx Air and Ground NFL Players of the Week at FedEx.com/football.
Coming up, the Visa Halftime Report with Kurt, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy. We'll get you all caught up on scores and highlights from around the league. And the Fox Sports Ticker will have up to the second stats. It's all next on the Visa Halftime Report.
Cam Cameron still wanting clarification on why that play was not reviewable. And we don't have any new information for you on why it was not reviewable.
Got the light stances.
Second and goal, Barber. No signal yet. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I tell you what, the Miami Dolphin offense, they better get it together in the second half, or this group is just going to melt. They have left them on the field entirely too long here in the first half. And the way they're playing, you couldn't even get a jump start right now by getting a few of them into the locker room to try and get some IVs that Tony talked about before the game.
Only LaDainian Tomlinson and Larry Johnson scored more touchdowns in the entire league than Marion Barber last season. Folk adds the extra point, and Barber has his second touchdown of 2007.
I mean, these guys are beaten down coming off the field, that Dolphin defense. I mean, Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, they've been out there this whole first half.
We talked about the IVs in the open. This has got perfect timing for that defense to get in there and get their fluids back. I'll tell you what, your energy drops very, very fast in weather like this. It's still 90s on the field here. You can't let it go and slide out, so you come back in the fourth quarter and you're dragging.
Yeah, but Tony, you can't trust them. I mean, you can't trust your offense right now to go in at halftime. There's 1:54 left.
And the tough thing is they don't have many guys for a rotation on the defensive line. You know, not running blitzes and just pass rushing with 4 guys. You get wore out, Moose.
The only thing that gives them a shot is Dallas has only got 1 timeout. So if they come out and look like they're going to try and just kill the clock, Dallas could burn it. But, I mean, you can't take the chance to send in a Jason Taylor or a Zach Thomas, you know, a guy that you're going to have in the second half and let him get a head start on his recovery. He may have to go back out on the field before this half's over.
Yeah, you're right.
Tony, you've been down on the field all day. Will you be going in for an IV at halftime?
You know I will, Kenny.
Oh, my goodness.
Kickoff bounces away from Ted Ginn Jr.
Man.
Into the end zone. So the Dolphins will start on their own 20-yard line. Well, it's the most spectacular night on television. The 59th Primetime Emmy Awards and pre-show live tonight at 7, 6 Central only on Fox. See all of your favorite stars experience the glamour of this extraordinary evening. The 59th Primetime Emmy Awards and pre-show live tonight on Fox.
Fox got everything this year, huh? Daytona 500, Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, Emmys.
A number of Fox primetime shows up for Emmys. The football version of the Emmys, the Pro Bowl, and Tony Romo went following the 06 season. Saw his numbers here today as Green's pass intended for Hagan, but he was out of bounds.
Couldn't get that second foot down. This is a very specific timing-based offense. I mean, it's very precise on what you're doing. You see right there, goes the second foot, can't get that second foot down, got himself too close to the sideline. It's all about alignments and landmarks and depth of routes.
Only 3 completions for Trent Green, but Dolphins have not run very many plays. Cowboys have run twice as many plays as the Dolphins so far today. Nice cut by Chapman, who takes it out to the 29, a yard shy of the marker.
Now, that was a really nice run. I mean, he had great vision inside the running lane.
Green on the quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1. And he looks to have the first.
We'll see if they can get any momentum off that initial first down in this 2-minute situation.
Marion Barber scored the Cowboys touchdown moments ago. The key play during that drive, the 28-yard pass from Romo to Terrell Owens on 3rd and long.
Yeah, and had him in a 3rd and long situation, let him convert. Then they got 2 more big chunks of yards in the passing game.
Owens with 3 catches, 51 yards. Dolphins have used their second timeout. So the final in Cleveland, 51-45 Indians. And the baseball postseason is coming up on Fox this October. The coverage of the postseason begins October 12th with the American League Championship Series, followed by the World Series only on Fox. Green on first down, firing. Marty Booker was open, but the pass a bit high. And Booker unable to come down with it.
We talked about the precision for the receivers on the outside, but also the quarterback. You know, Marty Booker's trying to come in inside on an inside square in and get into that little hole, and Trent's got that on his back shoulder and high, so he was a little bit off on that throw. Marty Booker paid the price for it.
Green 3 of 7, 28 yards, 2nd and 10. Green to the outside, another high throw. This one intended for Ted Ginn Jr.
We've had 2 passes on the outside. I played in this offense in Dallas with Norv Turner, and there are certain things on alignment. All right, Ted Ginn Jr. is at the top. I don't understand. He's got to be. I don't get it. I mean, it's out of sync. That ball should be caught, stepped out of bounds. I mean, you've seen it a ton of times in the NFL with the teams that are running it.
Now 3rd and 10. Dolphins have to get to the 41. Green over the middle. This time it is caught by Booker, and he takes it down to the Cowboys 42.
There had to be a miscommunication there because the middle of the field was wide open for Marty Booker.
26-yard pass play now. Green stops the clock.
I mean, they're working the outsides the whole time. They come back and take a look at the middle of the field. Patrick Watkins, 25, Ken Hamlin, 26. There goes Ken Hamlin backing out of it. Look at that void. I mean, that's a huge void in the middle of the field.
First catch of the game for Booker. 55 seconds remaining. First half. 10-3 Cowboys. Green pump fakes, escapes. Able to get rid of it to Chapman. But he was wrapped up immediately by Roy Williams after a gain of 1, and then Green signals for the Dolphins' final
timeout. Charge timeout, Miami. 30-second timeout.
Well, they got some pressure right up into Trent Green to make him uncomfortable, but he did a good job handling of it. Spins out. And when he gets to the outside, a good job of keeping his eyes down the field. Sees Jesse Chapman right there, but there's Roy Williams right on top of him. They're going to hug these checkdowns. They feel that if they can get the pressure on Trent, make him uncomfortable back there, he'll start to look for those check-down receivers a lot more.
You saw Trent Green chatting with head coach Cam Cameron. They first worked together a decade ago in Washington when Cameron was the Redskins quarterbacks coach under Norv Turner.
And Wade Phillip knows him very well from their time out playing against Kansas City in the AFC West. Just another one of those connections.
3rd down and 9. Dolphins have to get to the 33. Green fires complete. First down. Clock continues to run as the pass was caught by Chambers.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Now Green will stop the clock. Actually deflected off.
He didn't throw that down. He fumbled that.
So the clock still will run. And now he stops the clock.
Wow.
Lost a couple of downs.
That first one he may have intended to spike it, but it's a fumble. You see right there, it comes out of his hands. Here comes Roy Williams. He knows L.J. Shelton did a good job of getting in front of him.
And you saw the referee McCauley continue to wind the clock. So it's now 3rd down and 11, 16 seconds remaining in the half. So now the Dolphins will send in the field goal unit.
Well, sloppy at the beginning of that drive, sloppy at the end. Tightened it up a little bit in the middle to even get them a chance to kick this field goal here at the end of the half. But just very inconsistent with their offense first half.
So now the holder, Brandon Fields, setting up on the infield dirt. It'll be a 44-yard attempt for Jay Feely, hit from 36 earlier. Feely's kick is straight through, his 2nd field goal of the game, pulling the Dolphins to within 4. Still 5 seconds remaining in the first half. The Visa halftime report is coming up with Kurt, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy. They'll bring you all of the scores and highlights, plus the Fox Sports ticker. That's all coming up on the Visa halftime report. We alluded to the wild one involving the Browns and the Bengals, the 51-45 Cleveland victory. It's the first NFL game, Darryl, to end with that 51-45 score since a memorable game in 1986 between the Dolphins and the New York Jets. It went to overtime, and the Jets won that game 51-45. And now 21 years later, another 51-45 final in the NFL.
How do you come up with these things? How do you do that?
Where do you find this stuff, Kenny?
I was actually at the game, but we have assistants.
Unbelievable.
Brett Favre, 3 touchdown passes in the win over the Giants. He is now 3 shy of tying Dan Marino's all-time record, and a combined 11 touchdown throws in that Bengals-Browns game. Carson Palmer with 6 in a losing cause, and Derek Anderson with 5.
How'd you like to throw 6 touchdown passes and lose the game?
Kickoff is scooped up, and the first half will come to an end. Tony Curtis, backup tight end, on the return for the Cowboys, who lead the Dolphins at the half by the score of 10-6 in Miami. Marion Barber with the game's only touchdown. Jay Feely with a couple of field goals for the Dolphins. Stay tuned for the Visa halftime report with Kurt, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.
Next
Next week on the Built Ford Tough Fox NFL Sunday pregame show, the guys break down the biggest matchups of Week 3. Then you'll see Big Ben and the Steelers battle Frank Gore and the Niners. Followed by the Giants taking on Clinton Portis and the Redskins. It's another slate of great NFL action next week on Fox NFL Sunday.
John Jones GM City has trucks now on sale. Looking for a massive selection of trucks or SUVs? Visit the largest Chevy truck dealer in Kentuckiana. John Jones has a huge selection of new and pre-owned trucks that will fit your budget. Find out why you see so many, because they paid so little.
What do I love at Qdoba?
Oh!
What do I love at Qdoba Mexican Grill?
Grilled steak quesadilla.
3 cheese nachos.
Poblano pesto burrito. I just get on the line. That one.
Lettuce.
Peppers. Cheese. Pico de gallo.
Everything you like.
Exactly what I want. Just whipping it together.
Homemade tortilla chips. Pico de gallo.
I love mixing and matching all the flavors.
They make it fast, fresh.
Right in front of me. That's what I love at Qdoba Mexican Grill. Love that Qdoba.
At National City, we realize life never stops. That's why we're introducing the best checking ever, featuring new ways to make your banking easier, like the power to use any ATM without the fees. Plus, you get rewarded with points from National City. It's checking that looks out for you while you're busy looking out for everything else. Find out more at nationalcity.com/checking.
Are all fast food biscuits fresh?
Our biscuits are fresh. They've been frozen, but they're fresh, which is fresh-ish. We freeze them in a freezer, and then we put a layer of plastic over them. So then they're frozen in perfection, and we put them in the oven. Then they're still fresh, just like they were when they went in.
There's nothing fresh about frozen biscuits. Made from scratch blueberry biscuits. Baked fresh every morning at Hardee's.
Coach Rich Brooks and UK football highlights tonight at midnight on Fox 41.
Don't buy your next truck or SUV until you visit John Jones GM City.
Browse our entire inventory online at gmcity.com or stop in today at any of our convenient Southern Indiana locations.
Find out why you see so many, because they paid so little.
The Visa Halftime Report is sponsored by Visa, proud sponsor of the NFL. Life takes Visa.
Hi, and welcome you to the Visa Halftime Report. Kurt, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy in the game you're watching right now. Dallas with a 10-6 lead over the Dolphins. Elsewhere, late this Sunday, Minnesota, Detroit.
You bet. Good ball game here. Back goes Kidna. Roy Williams. There's your quick post, Howie. 9-yarder, 7-0 Lions over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. And then Tavares Jackson looking right now, looking left, drops it off. This one to Adrian Peterson. Breaks 1, 2, 3. Down 4, 5, down to the 1-yard line. And then Jackson would run it in. Kidna had him lead this football game with a concussion. 10-7, though. Lions over the Vikings. That now with 19 seconds remaining in the first half.
Seattle at Arizona.
Sean Alexander, soft cast on that left wrist. Matt Leinart coming back strong after barely 100 yards against the 49ers. This 30-yard strike to Leonard Pope makes it Arizona 10-0. It's all there. Well, it's a pretty good game now. Cardinals 17 and the Seahawks now at 7 at the half. Kansas City and Chicago. Devin Hester, 6 returns last year for a touchdown NFL record. He was a rookie out of the U. Takes this one. How long? How far, Jimmy?
Long way.
A long way. 70, that you're ruling?
That's my ruling.
All right, a long way. 73-yard return. Punt return for a touchdown, 17-7 with a minute remaining in the first half. Bears over the Chiefs.
In Baltimore, Kellen Clemens started in place of the injured Chad Pennington. Kyle Bowler started for the injured Steve McNair.
All right, Jay Cutler out of Vanderbilt. Brandon Stokely, 1-yard strike. Denver up 7-0. Lightning storm delayed this football game, and there's your score. Still early in, or halfway through the second quarter, 14-3. It is Denver over Oakland. Green Bay at New York. Eli Manning starting. Brett Favre trying to pass John Elway for the most wins at quarterback. Favre to Donald Lee in the corner. A 3-yard strike. 21-13 Packers over the New York Giants. And then Favre to Donald Driver, 10-yard strike. 28-13 Favre. 3 touchdown passes on the day. Pack undefeated 2-0, 35-13 over the New York Giants. San Francisco at St. Louis. 4th and 1. Did they stop Frank Gore? You watch it, you see it. believe it. This one's for his mother, who passed away on Wednesday. Gore takes this one 43 yards, 14-13. Then in the fourth quarter, 49ers leading by a point. Jeff Wilkins with a 56-yarder to win it for the Rams. No good. 17-16, 49ers win. 49ers now 2-0 on the year.
How about New Orleans and Tampa Bay?
How about New Orleans and Tampa Bay? How about a Joey Galloway? Is that not a great football name? Joey Galloway. Jeff Garcia hits Galloway. Quick slant turns into a crossing route when it's on the other side of the field. That's what this is. 69-yard reception, touchdown, 2 on the day for Galloway. All Tampa Bay, 31-14 over the New Orleans Saints, who have yet to win a football game.
The Jaguar defense with 7 sacks against Joey Harrington as they knock off the Falcons. Indianapolis has to hold on, but hold on they do to beat Tennessee. Pittsburgh gets over 100 yards from Willie Parker in a 26-3 victory over the Buffalo Bills. Cleveland and Cincinnati combined for 96 total points. The Browns get the win 51-45. And Houston knocks off Carolina 34-21 the final in that game. All right, Dallas, Miami, who'll be qualified to talk about both organizations here?
Tony Romo, very efficient in this ball game, led the league in passer rating the first week. The 2 running backs, last couple of years, Marion Barber, 20 touchdowns, nearly 5 yards a carry. Julius Jones, 4 yards a carry, only 4 touchdowns. But they need both of them.
Over 19 minutes time of possession for Dallas.
He didn't say me, though.
Say the word again.
Organization. I've been sitting beside Terry too long. Hey, the second half coming up next. Organization.
Enter Visa's Inside Pass sweepstakes this season. When you make a purchase with your Visa card between now and December 15th, you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win a grand prize VIP trip for 2 to an NFL playoff game, Super Bowl 42, and the Pro Bowl. The more times you use your card, the more chance you have to win. Life takes Visa.